Okay, last but certainly not least, we have Carolyn with Uncommon Good. Carolyn, take it away. Is she there? Carolyn?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Try again. Sorry. I'm Carolyn Driscoll, and I'm excited to tell you about Uncommon Good. I founded Uncommon Good to provide nonprofits with the resources they need to amplify their ability to fulfill their missions. Next slide, please. Uncommon Good is a software solution for nonprofits that I was inspired to start because of my dad. He has Alzheimer's, and my family is involved with a small nonprofit run by two incredible women, and they work tirelessly to support the Alzheimer's community. And I thought there had to be a better way to help organizations like them to continue their efforts. Next slide, please. So there are nearly 2 million nonprofits in the US, and 75% are operating on bare bones budgets. 3 out of 10 will be gone within the next 10 years because of the challenges they face today, such as with technology, which can be difficult to navigate and cost prohibitive. Salesforce, for example, for nonprofits can be upwards of $20K just to implement. And most nonprofits are dependent on small donations of $25 to $50, which means they must continuously grow their organization's community for those donations to add up to significant capital. And they rarely have access to all of the relevant data they need to optimally run their organizations. Next slide. So we're a one-stop shop for nonprofits. We are the only platform that's combining B2B and B2C facing services for NPOs. We've got all the tools you would expect from a nonprofit software, as well as additional tools to address such things as guided digital marketing, content creation, and optimized data analytics. Our consumer-facing platform has volunteer and educational resources, as well as large-scale fundraisers and sweepstakes funded by us to help grow the community that we give the nonprofits access to. Uncommon Good is easy to use, economical, and requires minimal human capital to run. Next slide, please. So where are we now? Oh, the addressable market. Sorry. So the software industry for nonprofits specifically is currently at $10.2 billion and is growing at 10% CAGR. Our solution addresses about 60% of NPO software needs, giving us an addressable market of $5.93 billion. Next slide. Where are we now? So we have successfully closed our seed round. So we are fully funded, which is great. And we will be launching our beta at the end of November, just in time for Giving Tuesday.
20 seconds.
We've already started onboarding nonprofits and we'll continue to onboard nonprofits throughout our beta, which will run through Q2 of next year. And then we will go into our full market launch. So nonprofits are essential to communities, and Uncommon Good provides them with the tools that they need to not only survive, but thrive. Thank you guys for having me. It's such a pleasure to be a part of this event.
Carolyn, thank you very much. Well done. 4 minutes for your question and answer. Marie Roca, it's all yours.
Thank you. Judges?
I can ask a first one real quick. When you look at who your customer is, I don't know, are you focused on the sub 1 million market? I know
we are. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry.
No, is that the market I saw it highlighted on the slide, but I wasn't sure if that was your specific market.
That is absolutely our market. So, I mean, the reality is that the majority of nonprofits are sub 1 million.
Sure.
And very few software solutions currently are really addressing the unique needs of that sub 1 million market.
Yep. Great. So quick question. So can you help me understand the pricing model? I don't know if I saw it or if you said it.
It wasn't up there.
Okay.
So currently we will be a subscription model. And then we will also run fundraisers that will be funded by us that we'll take a very small percentage of, but primarily we will be a subscription model, premium, sort of freemium to premium, and keeping the price point low because again, we're working more with volume. We've built the technology to scale and to be able to handle high volumes, because we really want to have a lot of organizations. We don't want to, prohibit anyone from accessing our software. So is that really roundabout? So our software will start at $25 a month.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Thank you. That answers my question.
Long-winded way.
One more question from the audience. Can you break down your SAM, which is serviceable addressable market, for the market you're trying to address?
Yep, sure. So we are really addressing, trying to think of the right answer here, excuse me. So we're clearly addressing a smaller nonprofit, generally in the under 1 million range. And we're solving the majority of their solutions. We are not currently trying to address things like their accounting software. So, we are not dealing with that, or even their video conferencing such as Zoom. So we are really focused more on their marketing, their fundraising, and their CRM, giving us, that addressable market of 5.93 when you look at the whole addressable market of software that is focused for nonprofits, which is 10.2 billion. I'm not sure if that addressed the question. Did that answer that person's question?
Yes.
Okay.
Judges, do you have a question, or else I'll go to the audience?
I have one question. So a couple of years ago, I actually looked at a company in this space. It's called Fontiva, and we really looked at their different competitors, and they were more geared towards events.
Mhm.
And they were catering to many different types of organizations because they figured out that nonprofits was pretty small. So they spread out to even like the Harley Davidson clubs, and they were organizing their events and that sort of thing. So if you are to kind of think about expanding your market a little bit more, if this is going to be too small, what other categories are going to go into, or what other products are you going to add, maybe like events?
Well, we will have events, virtual events as well. So we have a lot of the tools that you have in nonprofit software. And with regards to expanding our market, we actually signed up a few zoos. So zoos are quite excited about our software. We have the Brandywine Zoo in Delaware. So that is one other vertical that we have started to address. We've got the Boy Scouts of America, which you don't necessarily always put into a nonprofit category, even though they are, and they are hundreds and thousands of troops. So that becomes, a very large sort of group of people that we can address. And we've tapped into a lot of student-run organizations. So, we've actually been pretty successful so far with signing up nonprofits and signing up, community-driven organizations.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for questions right now, but feel free again to reach out directly if you have any additional questions. I know that there are still some questions that are unanswered in the Q&A, so please, presenters, feel free to reach out to the audience who are still asking some questions. Thank you.
Awesome. Marie, thank you. Carolyn, well done. Thank you. Okay.